What's up, guys? We're taking a look at some more MLB player props today over on prizepicks. This video applies to prizepicks, but also sports books and other player prop sites out there. So no matter where you play, I got you guys covered. But if you do want to join prizepicks, the link is down in my description below, and using code DOMG gets you a 100% deposit match up to $100. So let's dive into today's slate. We got a pretty good run going of 6-2. Unfortunately, was 1-1 yesterday. Aaron Nola really should have gone over his fantasy score, but he had 2 0-2 counts, which he allowed hits on in the 6th inning, so that really did hurt. Did cash a no-run first inning though, and I have a 1 unit play today and a half unit play for you guys today. So let's go ahead and dive in. It's a really short slate for both the NBA and also the MLB. I would have done a multi-sport video between the NBA and MLB, but NBA is an even worse slate right now in my opinion compared to the MLB. So let's just dive in though and take a look at some player props today. But if you guys want to see everything that I'm playing tonight, you can get my plays ranked by confidence level and reps to go with all of my main plays over on my Dub Club. There's more plays than are just in the YouTube videos. I had 4 player props for the MLB up at like 9 a.m. this morning. If you want to check it out, link is down in my description below. Over 880 subscribers. There's 4 different tiers with 4 different pricing options, whether you want the NBA or maybe you just want MLB, or if you want everything, including all my entries, dollar amounts, everything. You guys can see the confidence level. The link is down in my description below. 5-2 yesterday between the NBA and the MLB. 5-2 with 1 do not play, unfortunately. But it was a really good day at 5-2. Really happy with how things have been going. Up a ton already this month. So if you want to check it out, link is down in my description below. 5-2 yesterday. Check out the Dub Club. My plays get sent through Telegram, email, or Discord, as well as Dub Club is also coming out with an app. Excited about that as well. You can get notified there. But let's hop into today's slate. Make sure that you play at your risk and play responsibly. Always looking at things a little bit more on your own and always do your own research. Let's hop in. Let's go with the hitter fantasy score here. So I'm going to go with fantasy score today. However, if you are on a sports book, I have an alternative for you. So don't worry if you're on a sports book, but I am liking some Luis Robert over 7.5 hitter fantasy score today. No, it's not because he's gone ballistic in his last 3, but there's a reason why he's been ballistic in the last couple of games here. He's over this, and I believe 4 out of 6 this season, so he's over his fantasy score in 4 out of 6. He faces a lefty today in Alex Wood, and that is a very, very big deal because he is very good against left-handed pitchers. Let me show you the split right here. So if you take a look at Luis Robert and his splits right here, you see in 2022, he batted a 354 against lefties last season, compared to a 266 versus righties. That is a huge boost. He has a 402 on base percentage as well as a 909 OPS. So really, really crazy versus with him versus left-handed pitchers. That's absurd for a guy who's also been over his fantasy score in 4 out of 6. He went over an opening day against the Astros, went over in the last game of the series versus the Astros, and both games against the Giants, and by a long shot, by the way, with 17 and 14 in those games right there against the Giants just a couple days ago. He actually had 3 hits last game. He's got solid history as well against left-handed pitchers like I talked about, but Alex Wood is also very, very easier to hit off of for the right-handed batters. So if you take a look at his splits, he allows a 283 batting average to right-handed right-handed batters compared to a 193 versus left-handed batters. So that's really, really good. A 340 on-base percentage right there to righties, which is insane. So it should be a really good spot for him. Both splits are looking really, really good here. A guy who's been over his fantasy score in 4 of his last 6, including 3 straight. There's a lot of things that I like here for Luis Robert and his over 7.5 hitter fantasy score. I like the over 1.5 total bases. I believe it's like a plus. I think it's a plus 100 on a sports books for him to go over 1.5 total bases. Not available on prizepicks, which I like the hitter fantasy score better anyway. But I think both are really, really good spots right here for Luis Robert. Let's dive in though to player prop number 2, and this one's only gonna be half unit. Win or losses will not be counted towards the YouTube video record. Try to make the record only 1 unit plays only. So because the slate's so trash, he actually removed already one of my props off the board, unfortunately, as well. So that one is unfortunately not available, so just not counting towards the record. Half unit play. You can use this as a pair if you want, but it's not like a super confident play for me. We're gonna go ahead and go with another hitter fantasy score here, and I'm gonna go down to Ronald Acuna over 8 hitter fantasy score. I also like him over his total bases, but I think he's really juiced at like a minus 145. So I think this 8 fantasy score is very, very good. And part of the reason for that is the stolen bases upside. If he steals a base, that is 5 fantasy score, and all he needs is a hit. He just needs a hit and a stolen base, and he's pushing this. And that's without a run or anything else right there. But I think even without a stolen base, I still think he goes over this. Snell, you can definitely steal bases against Snell as well. I think there's a solid chance he gets a stolen base here, which would really up his fantasy score. But he's also been really, really good with his fantasy score this season, going over in 5 out of 6 games. The only game he missed was just barely with 6 fantasy score right there against Washington in the last game of their series. So I like the spot a lot here, though, for Acuna against the Padres. I think there's a lot of upside here. He's already faced Blake Snell early in his career, which was in 2018, so it was a while ago. But he was 1 for 3 with a home run. A home run, he's over his fantasy score. If you guys want to see the fantasy score, by the way, you guys can check it out by just clicking on scoring chart. You can see what the fantasy score looks like right here. So like a stolen base is 5 points, triple is 8, double is 5, all that different stuff. A run, RBI, a base on balls, so a walk. You can see all the fantasy score stuff right there in case you guys did not know that. But Ronald Acuna here, you can see what his splits are. The only reason why this is half play is because of the splits. The splits it's really, really tough here because against the lefty and Blake Snell, he's batting a 234 against them. At least that was last season, compared to a 275 against righties. So he is a lot worse against the left-handed pitcher. And then you have Blake Snell here, who is actually a little bit better against the right-handed pitcher, but not really by that much. It's 213 compared to 233, so it's really almost even. Take a look at 2023, though, also if you do want, and see where that is. And you can see that versus righty right here, 231. So he's very, very good against righties this season, but pretty bad against lefties. So the splits aren't anything too crazy right there. That's why it's kind of more of a half unit for me, though, but I really do like that stolen base upside. If he steals a base, man, he's like a minus 250 or something to get a hit, so he should be able to go over his fantasy score if he gets a stolen base right there. But I think there's a lot of upside with that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video. That is going to do it. I gave you guys a half unit play. I gave you guys a full unit play in Ronald Acuna and also Luis Robert. But that is pretty much going to do it for today's video. Really, really simple video for you guys today because there's really just a crappy slate for MLB and NBA today. So that kind of sucks. Might have to dive into the NHL slate a little bit again today. I have been liking NHL quite a bit with some goalie save props as well. But if you guys want to see everything that I'm playing, again, the Dub Club link is down in my description below. 5-2 yesterday across NBA and MLB. So if you want to join, over 880 subscribers in there, so you guys can check it out. Link is down in my description below. But I think this is pretty much just going to go ahead and do it. If you guys want to check out this awesome tool from the DGF Fantasy Optimizers, link is down in my description below. You just click on the link, click on membership options, and if you go ahead and scroll down, you guys can find the sign up for a 3-day free trial of their all access membership before committing to a monthly fee. This is the number one tool that I use when it comes to researching player props by far, because all you have to do is literally refresh and it'll come up for value for tons of different sports, tons of different sites. You have Prize Picks, you have Flip, Underdog, you have sports books on here. So many different options. So if you want to check it out, link is down in my description below. You guys can check out the DGF Fantasy Optimizer, get a 3-day free trial of it if you are interested in that. It just really compares sportsbooks odds to sites like Prize Picks and give you some good value there, because of course DraftKings lines are going to be a little bit sharper than Prize when you got like $1 billion business forming those lines. So that's kind of shows the value right there. But that's pretty much going to do it. Again, thank you guys for watching. 1 unit play, half unit play. Best of luck today. Hoping to cash out today and make this give this another win on the record, because again, Acuna is not going to be on the record win or loss. Really hoping it's a win, though. Hopefully he gets that stolen base that I think he will today. Stolen bases not very too common, I will say. Probably a 50 to 60 stolen bases this year in 160 games if he doesn't get hurt this year. So that's pretty much going to do it, though. Again, just thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already and have those post notifications turned on. Prize Picks link down in my description below. Dub Club link down in my description below, as well as the DGF Fantasy Optimizers. So tons of different stuff you guys can check out if you are interested in things props related. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, with another win on the record, hopefully.